Well, a lot on the line in today's game and a lot of symbolism on both sides for the Utes. A black patch now stitched into their jerseys is motivation in honor of a man who touched the entire squad in a very short time. John Smith, the stepfather of Ute junior college transfer Jay Watkins, passed away suddenly of a brain aneurysm January 2nd, but his life, as Sammy Linebaugh reports, continues to inspire the boys in red.
The Harlem Globetrotters have been dazzling crowds for decades. Through the 1970s, Curly Neal was the name everybody knew. And Little John Smith, as he was called, was right there with him.
He's just so charismatic, you know what I mean? He can just step in the room and just lighten up the whole room, you know what I mean?
Jay Watkins still remembers the first time his future stepdad showed up at the house. He was a high school freshman living in Memphis, Tennessee.
So we was outside just sitting there like, man, we ain't got nothing to do, we bored, you know? So he came outside and, you know, what y'all do for fun? I said, we usually play basketball, but somebody stole the goal. He was like, somebody stole the goal? I was like, yeah, the whole goal. He was like, that's crazy. So he went in the house and came back out and said, let's go. And I looked at my friend, he looked at me, we was like, let's go, where we going? He said, we finna go to Walmart, man. We finna go get you a goal, man. It's bad, it's not good that y'all out here with nothing to do. From then on, it's just, our relationship just took off from there.
Smith had made it his life's mission to help kids. When he married Watkins' mother Laura 7 years ago, John and Jay bonded over their love for basketball and the woman now in both of their lives.
He just made my mom so happy. Like, if you ask my mom about him, like, her face is just, you know, lighting up. You know, I've never seen, you know, my 21 years of being alive, you know, my mom as happy as she was for the 7 years that she was with him.
Watkins, nice move, and he hammers it home.
When Watkins came to Utah, Smith followed his stepson to as many games as he could. Not only was Smith a big influence on Jay, but on the entire Utah team. After games, he loved to be right here down on the floor, and he relished the mentor role.
You know, I got pretty close with him in the little, short time that we had known each other. And after the games, we'd hang out, whatever. His stepdad would come up and, tell me some stuff that he saw out on the court. And, I got pretty close to him. And, when he passed, it hurt. It really hurt, and it hurt me that it happened to Jay Watt.
And the patch was just a sign that we're with you, we believe in you, and we got your back, and that, to me, that's what the game's all about.
With approval from school administrators and the NCAA, the Utes now wear this black patch on their jerseys, 24, in honor of John Smith's number as a Globetrotter.
So, I love my teammates. I've never been on a team that I had so much support, as a team collectively, not even just the team, the coaching staff, the administration, the city, everybody in Salt Lake, I'm just so thankful. And I know my family is, and I know my stepdad is, is looking down, and I know he's smiling. So.
And we kind of have a feeling that he looks after us on the floor.
A presence Utah's #1 says he intends to carry forward by watching out for other kids just like Smith did on a sunny afternoon in Memphis 7 years ago.
Now Foster at 7-3, gives it back to Dircha. This one is good for 3.
He's a big reason that I've stayed on track, a lot, especially with the situations that I've been, as far as being in so many schools and transferring and having to deal with people, and, just untrustworthy and people that I feel like I couldn't trust and things like that. I always talk to him, and he just be like, that's life. You just got to take it with a grain of salt, move on. You can't dwell on, situations that you can't handle. You only need to worry about what you can control and what you can change. Everything else will fall into place. And, so far, so good.
Thanks, Sammy. Time for a break as we get closer to the Deseret First duel.